Hey guys, Jeff here, Dice Setters. So I had a great weekend in Vegas. I tried that new dice set that I showed you guys last weekend. Worked perfect. I mean, absolutely perfect. Definitely try it. See what you think. I even did I made my tall, and I was not at Ellis Island. I was at a station. I forgot which station I was at, but I was at a station, and I got my tall using the dice set I showed to you guys last week. This week, I made an error. I know, me make an error. You know, who thought? I thought there was two people that answered a trivia question, and I'm missing one of those people. And the person that answered it through YouTube, and so I can't figure out which one came first. I was going to award both of them, but now that comment is gone. I want to be fair as much as I can. So if you did leave a comment to my trivia question and you did not get a prize, sit there and say, hey, that was me. But do so on dicesetters@gmail.com. So my question was, who was known for having the longest roll in craps? And then there was two more questions on that. How often did that person play craps? And what was the drink offered by the casino when that person got done with their roll? And of course, that's got to be champagne. That's pretty basic. But the person's name was Patricia. I'm not even going to try her last name because I'd really screw it up, but we'll just know her as Patricia. She, second time playing craps, and she rolled 154 times. I don't have video of it. I don't even think the article even said when it was. But if she rolled for 154 times, I can guarantee you one thing. And of course, I haven't seen it. If anyone has it, show me where it's at. But I imagine it wasn't that she was throwing them. I would imagine it was a rolling. And these dice would sit there and tumble all the way down the table. If you ever watch people that love to play craps, but they don't dice set, most of the time they have a rolling, as you know, it just rolls. Somehow that keeps the sevens away. It also sat there and said she didn't seven out. So I guess that she probably rolled a couple of sevens, but they were probably when it was okay to do so. But I'm not for sure. So Carl Smith was the winner on that one. So Carl Smith, I need your address. Do it Gmail, dicesetters@gmail.com. She rolled for 4 hours and 18 minutes. 4 hours. Sometimes it takes me 4 hours just to get one roll in. I forgot what it was like pre-COVID. Oh my goodness. I wanted to roll. I must have sat there at the table for 3 hours before I got my one chance to roll. You have 5 people on one side, 5 people on the other. Good night. Does it take a long time for the dice to come around? I'm used to 3 people on this side, 3 people on that side. Man, it just woof, woof. Now it's just like it used to be. There was the other question, and this is the question that 2 people answered, and I only have one person as the winner. At least I think I only have one person as a winner. I only have one person as a winner. No, I don't. There's 2 people, one person that responded. His name is Pete Helms. So Pete, if you can email me with your address. My question was, when was craps invented, and who invented craps, and what was the year? The year was 1931. So I had a story about me going to Mexico and seeing a craps table layout, 1935. So that was only 4 years prior to that. The other thing was, craps, it got its start really, really early. But it was John Wynn that sat there and did the craps, that created the craps. He actually corrected an issue with the game. This game is set so the bank tries to always win. The casino always will win. But John Wynn is the one that corrected the issue, and this blows me out of the water. I can't even imagine. He corrected the issue of introducing the don't pass betting option in 1931. I couldn't even imagine the craps table layout without the don't pass. Before then, there was an issue with the game that allowed players to exploit the casino because they didn't have a don't pass bar. I wish I had more info, but I don't. All I have is the internet. So if you have more info about that, I would be really curious to see a picture without the don't pass. I don't know. Interesting. But anyhow, Carl Smith emailed me, Pete Helms emailed me, and there's one other person I'm missing. You had all the right answers. You did it on YouTube. Give me a shout. And this is what we're doing. I got this from the Queens. It has this naked lady on the back. And if you don't like it, you can always take it back to them and they'll give you $10. So an interesting story. I tell stories not to complain. This is not a complaint. This is just a story. I went to Queens just to get these, and they're in a regular slot machine, and it's a triple. It's a double diamond. It's a double diamond slot machine, and they have the third line. They'll have a little thing for those tokens. They're $10, and there's one place as you enter, one machine. There's another machine, again one machine. Then they have a set of 6, and then they have just one more machine. I went through there, they were all full. Okay, no biggie. I wanted to play a game in there anyways. Played my game, went back through. Again, those slot machines were full. I thought this is weird. But anyhow, there was a 95 Mustang Boss that they are giving away if you play the slot machine. All you gotta do is just max bid. I think there was a quarter machine, and you got to have something, and you'll win this machine, or else you can win this machine. You'll win this Ford Mustang, or you can sit there and switch it for cash. All the machines were taken. This is Friday. This was last Friday. All the machines were being used, and it was just, you have 1,000 people, it was just like, wow, And eventually those people went away. I looked at the slot machine and I thought, no, this is not a good deal. You probably never ever get the slot machine to pay out. But then I went back through looking for these, and again they were full. And finally I found one that was empty. Well, it wasn't empty. They must have had 50 of these things. Inside, the little cubby of those old slot machines where these would fall down. And I'm trying to think, well, these are $10. It practically cost me $10 to get that out of the machine. I don't know what they were doing with them, but they emptied out all the machines except for the one I was at. I don't know. So if you could tell me possibly what those people were doing with these, I don't know. But between all of them, they had over 100 of them. And it was a Friday. I don't know. But anyhow, that's the award. It was wild getting it, and I'm happy for doing little trivia things like that. That's not a problem. But if you could tell me why there were so many people after these, that'd be cool, because I scratched my head and don't know. So anyhow, I sat there and played craps. I played craps at Ellis Island. I had a marvelous time. I sat there and probably rolled 5 times conservatively, and I made plus $200. And I was conservative. I was even given plenty of money to the casino as well, as form as I was putting in their little tin can. I was betting for them, and it worked perfect. All I can say is just try it. Just try it. Tell me what you think. But in the process of doing this, I of course saw many problems. The channel was started so that you won't lose money and you get paid for playing craps. How to make money playing craps. Because that's the biggest struggle I see at the table. If it wasn't such a struggle, you wouldn't see so many people reaching into their wallet and pulling out more money. So one thing I noticed, and there's nothing wrong with it, and if this is the way you play, there's nothing wrong with it, but let me show you a different way. They have 10 times odds. So a lot of times people, $5 minimum, they put the $5 down. You make your point, say it's 6, you put the point on 6, and then 5 times odds, and even the stick man will go, hey, don't you want some odds behind that 5? The answer is a very big, strong no. I don't want any money behind that. You say, why? This pays fantastic. Yes, but you got to roll the 6 again. Can you prove to me I can roll the 6 twice in the same game? Can't prove that. But here's this. Let me show you where I'm going with this. If I sat there and said, hey, I'll give you $100 if you can roll anything but a 7. I bet you probably could do that. Let's turn it around. I bet you $100 you will roll a 6 on your next roll. I bet you couldn't do that. You would try, but you probably couldn't. Take this money. It's $50. It's 10 times odds. Pick it up. Give yourself $1 more. Give this to the dealers. 51, 5, 6, 8. They will sit there and gladly take your $51 and they will add some 1s to it. You'll have 3 there, 3 there, 3 there. Caps on top of those 2. There goes your odds. And then with your money, $10 on the field. No matter what you roll, except for a 7, you're going to get paid. That's what you do with this right here. That's not going to make you any money until you roll the 6. I took with that stack and I divided it between the 5, 6, and 8. And then I added $10 to the field. I added 1 extra dollar, so it's 51. Now whatever you roll, you're going to make money except for the 7. I see so many people only betting on the 6 and the 8. You're not doing anything for the 9. You're not doing anything for the 10. You're not doing anything for the 5. Not doing anything for the 4. Nothing with the field. So the person that's throwing sits there after they make their point. Their next point is this, 11. You don't have any money on the 11 because you're not playing that way. So 1 roll goes away. The next time they roll another horn number. Snake eyes. You're still not getting paid because you have your odds back here. You're waiting for the 6 to show up. The next number, let's say, is a 10. And again, most of your money's back here. You're not going to get paid for that. Put your money where you know you're going to get paid. Move your odds to where they're going to make the most use. Yes, when that pays, that's going to pay fantastic. But you have to roll another 6 to make it happen. If you take that money and put it up here, so with $11 more, no matter what we roll, we're making money. To me, that just seems like a better idea. Now, if I'm wrong, put your 2 cents in. You know, I would love to see, you know, how keeping your money back here versus put it up here. Again, if you have money, you're not worried about money, do both. That's not a problem. But my channel is geared for how can we make as much money as possible in a short roll. Because we're after the short roll. We're not waiting for us to sit there and have a 35 roll. We're not waiting for, what's her name? Yeah, whatever her name was, Patricia. What was her name? Patricia. We're not waiting for Patricia to show up at the table and roll 154 times. We want short. We want 4 and we're out. And if anything, you'll just have it on the bonus. Or if you're okay with it because your table is at a low minimum, $5 or $10, once you make your money, you can sit there and take these down to 5. Or you could take them down to 10. That's not going to hurt you. As long as you sat there and already made your money in the first 4 or 5 rolls. That's what we're trying to do. Most money for your buck. And trying not to waste any, have it out there and then lose it. That we don't want to lose it. We want to sit there and keep on bringing it in. The bank, truly, the casino has it in. They have, they're truly just raking in the money. And that's the only way I know to sit there and counter that, is you have to be very careful where you place your money. That's why I always say play the crap on the come out roll. You don't want to lose, $5 is $5. I don't want to lose it. You're playing at some places that are $15 or $25 for the minimum. You lose $15 or $25 because you rolled a 2 or a 3. You're going to be hurting. So 7 to 1, I'm trying to keep it so that you win as much money as possible with only putting a little bit amount of your own money in there. That's all I'm trying. And I keep on seeing people do that, 10 times odds. There was one casino, it was California, it was down there on Fremont Street. They had 100 times odds. And I think it was only like on Fridays and Saturdays, which is crazy. And people would sit there and stack them up because yes, it does pay. I'm not arguing that. It pays fantastic. Who wouldn't want to have odds right there? But my thing is, for that to win, I've got to hit 6 one more time. Or if it was on 8, or if it's on 9 or 10, you've got to hit it one more time. If my roll I showed you last week, I roll 5s all day long. Put money where you're going to sit there and make it. I know I'm going to roll a 5. I know for sure I'm going to roll a 5. Put the money where you know you're going to make it. That stack back there, fantastic, but it's only going to work if you hit the number 2 times. Once and then twice. Take that stack, place it up there, no matter what number you roll, you're going to win, except for 7. I can't help you with that. Nobody can help you with that. You just got to sit there and learn not to roll 7s. But that's trying to put as little money on the table as possible and you to make as much profit from that little bit as you can. That way you keep more of your chips up here. It helps you have a great day. My trivia question for this week. I have to look it up because I don't remember what it was. It was in craps. What is a sleeper? In the automotive world, a sleeper is a car that looks like it's not very fast and it will blow the doors off of you. But in craps, what is a sleeper? Make sure you email me, dicehitters@gmail.com. First one, get a prize, and tell me what a sleeper is. It'd be cool if you could tell me if you already knew it or did you cheat and look on Google. But what is a sleeper? Have a great one. Share, like, subscribe. If you didn't like this video, I got plenty of other ones. Try a different one. See if you like that one. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If you're old to the channel, you can subscribe as well. Have a great one, guys. I'll see you in Vegas. Later.